welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing, man? Real quick, man, let's take a look at something. Okay, got this Jeep. This is an old model Jeep, like a 05, maybe 04. Well, anyway, the security light comes on and it won't start sometime, intermittent. Now, these are extremely hard to duplicate, guys. Let's see, there's the security light right there. So that could indicate, you know, the key is not being seen. As you know, I just fired it right back up. But anytime we're faced with situation like that, man, there's only a couple of things you can do. The only couple of things you can do right now at this point, because of a risk factor, the risk factor. So if you pretty much get the module, what we call the Skim module, security module, and a key, you're pretty much going to eliminate most of, or if not all, the problems with Skim, because that's basically the setup. I mean, there's some more information tied into that module, but for the most part, a new Skim and a key should take care of all your security ills, you know, all your security problems. All right, so basically what I'm gonna scan this thing, of course, see if there's any module. And also keep in mind, guys, we talking about starting here. We talking about you know, problems that could leave you stranded. So you don't really want to play with this type of stuff. Now, saying that brings up the topic of who you get to diagnose this stuff, because every shop cannot diagnose these things, man. Even with this being a 2004 model, it's not that old, and it's certainly not that new anymore. So the technology and the scan tool that's available to use on such year model cars such as this is dwindling down. So I'm not saying you're going to be forced to go to the dealership, because even some of those places don't have the scan tools anymore. All right, so but we talking about a Skim module, and if you had an option or a choice, it's recommended that you go. Number one, the dealership is going to be the only place you will be able to retrieve a security code, what we call a Skim code. So you're going to get if you get a new key or a new Skim module, you're going to need the security code to program this stuff. Now, I'm not saying other shops can't do that. All I'm saying is, since you're going to need them anyway to retrieve the information, there's even new procedures on how to get your very own Skim module, how to get your own Skim module to your car. You own the car, you would think you would be entitled to your own security Skim module, but no, that's not the case. Due to the event of sudden rash of theft, the policy has changed. Okay, so you now have to go through a smaller hurdle to get your security Skim code. In the past, you would merely show the dealership or the parts department your driving license, proof of ownership, and they would merely print it out for you. But that policy has changed, guys. So if you ever come up on your security code, just take it and store it somewhere, so you will not have to go through this trouble again to get it again. Okay, now with that being said, let me I'm inside the shop. Let me grab my scan tool. The only scan tool I'm able to use on this is a scan tool called a DRB. Okay, like I say, guys, even some dealerships don't even have that scan tool anymore, and our new scan tool doesn't go back that far. So I mean, you're pretty limited on who you can get to check these older cars out. And I'm not belittling, or I'm not saying 2004. It's an older car. It's not an old piece of junk car. It's just an older year model car. All right, guys, so let me take an ad break real quick. Let me go find yes, I have to find it. I have to dig it up because I don't use it every day. We're pretty much dealing with new cars now. So let me go dig up my DRB scan tool, and we're going to proceed with diagnosing this car. All right, guys, so stay with me. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. I'm back. As you can see, or as you saw, there was no fault code in the Skim module, okay? But again, guys, these things tend to act funny. They can go out on you, not come on, not allow you to crank or start the car very intermittently. And because this is an old setup, an old model, I highly recommend you go ahead and do the Skim module and a key. Now, we might get some backlash from the key because as you can see here, she got 3 new keys here. So apparently they have tried keys. Okay, now all of these crank the car. You see, but if that module is not getting a signal from no keys, it doesn't really matter. Now, I'm gonna write it up this way anyway. Whatever backlash they get, they just gonna have to deal with it or just not do it. That's the thing, guys. When you see an estimate or when a customer sees an estimate, that's an option. Okay, you can say no to certain things on your estimate, but you know, one thing you got to keep in mind is you just gave them an out. You know, them I'm referring to is the people that told you, the establishment that told you this is what you need. If you don't do it all, or you pick and choose, or you what's the word I like to use, prioritize things, that's all on you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is write up a Skim module and a key and see what happens. That's the only thing I can do, and I'm only recommending that because this is an intermittent problem. I mean, that light being on, if it is not starting, then yes, you should get a key. But if, I mean, a Skim. But if you if everything's still working and the light in the car starting up, hey, it's hard to say. Nothing is certain, guys, with these electronic modules and parts and stuff. Nothing is certain. So all you can do is do what you think is gonna lower the risk of anything happening. And in my mind, installing a key and a Skim will lower the risk of them being in a bad spot and not starting at all. Okay, you can live with a stupid light or warning. You can live with a light, some of the lights. Okay, I don't want to be little warning lights. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you can live with some lights if you have your peace of mind that your car is going to start and crank and start every time you go to do just that. All right, so let me write up this estimate. I want a Skim and a key, so I will give me a peace of mind as to the car being repaired, and we'll see what happens, guys. So I won't close this video. I'll keep it open. I'll let y'all know what happened. If they get the parts, we'll put them on. We'll put them on together, guys. All right, that's the way we roll here on Online Mechanic Tips. All right, guys, so stay with me. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Yes, this is the part that they got me. So what we're gonna do, that's all they got me. So I guess they didn't want to pay for another key knowing that they just bought a key. This, my friends, is a Skim module. Security Skim module, RKE module. They go by certain different names, but we have to replace this. And it's not just a install and go plug and play type part. It has to be programmed. But first thing first, we got to get it replaced. Alright, so once you get the one screw out, guys, now it's time to remove the key shroud, okay? Because sometimes you can just merely pull up on this and remove it from the shroud like such. Okay. Alright, guys, so here's the old Skim module. Can't look at it and tell if it's bad. It's all it's a little small little computer chips inside here that communicates with the key. Here's my new one. Please don't mix these together. Well, you'll know if you mix them together. Remember, this one actually starts the car, so it works. This one is not programmed yet, so it shouldn't work. So if you ever mismatch them, you know which one you pulled out. All right, so installing it just merely reverse the removal procedure. All right, guys, so I have the screw up there. So let's get that torque down, and all we're gonna do is simply hook up all the connectors the way we remove them. Then we're gonna proceed to program this module, guys. I'll take y'all, this is not something you can do, but I'll at least take y'all on the ride with me. Well, I'll take that back. You can do it if you had the proper proper tools, proper scan tool, and the proper equipment. Let me say it like that. All right, so let's move right along. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I went and got the Skim code, and I have my scan tool here. We're gonna proceed to program this Skim module. Okay, let's go to theft alarm. We're gonna go to number 2, which is Skim module. All right, there's a couple of options it may ask me. I'm not sure. I haven't done this in a long time. We hardly ever see these older model cars anymore, guys. So I have to knock the cobwebs out of my head sometimes for some of this stuff. Okay, so but I was able to retrieve the Skim code. And I will merely put this in his glove box. I mean, he's entitled to his own Skim module. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really doing anything wrong by giving him the code to his own car. That's what I highly suggest you do if you get yours. Keep it. Put it in your phone. Do whatever you will with it, because you may need it again. All right, version 14.1. Okay. Now, come on, baby. We're going to go all the way down to miscellaneous, number 9. And we're going to choose the option Skim replace. Okay, now here's the option you choose if you're replacing a computer, guys. Remember, the PCM and the Skim module has to be on the same page. So if they're not communicating, you're never going to start. Okay, this is the option you choose if you want to program keys. This is the option you choose if you want to, somebody broke in your house and stole all your keys, and you merely want to erase those keys so they will not start your vehicle anymore. That's the options you use. Now keep in mind, they will be able to enter your car because you have a lock cylinder on your doors that the key will fit in. But as far as taking off with the car, they will not be able to do that if you use this option. Okay, and this other option just merely for diagnostic purposes. Okay, so let's go into Skim replaced, because that is what I just did. This function is to be used whenever a Skim module has been replaced. All right, yes, that's what we're doing. Press any key to continue. It is critical. Yes, I know. Now this where it's asking me to enter the code, and the code is 2099. 2099. All right, press enter. Here's the pin number correct. They really want you to be sure that this pin is correct. Are you sure it's correct? Yes, I am. To program the domestic, we're in domestic mode, guys. Country code, press page forward. So let me press page forward. Present PCM VIN. See, it's looking for the VIN on the PCM. That's why I say they have to be on the same page. Now the current VIN on the PCM is, it ends in 697. Yes, so if that is correct, press any key to continue. Alright, now all I'm finna do is marry the VIN to my brand new Skim module that I just installed. So hit enter. It's writing the VIN in now. Now guys, once you write this VIN in, you cannot erase this VIN. This not it doesn't have a double EEPROM, so you can't merely erase the program. Now there's some software and scan tools out there that can do that. I just can't do it. Press any key to continue. So be aware of that. Okay, country code is programmed, PN has been programmed, VN has been programmed. So guys, we should be ready to go right now. So let's merely try to start the cart. Oh no, guys, another function. We still would not be able to start. See, I will prove this to you. It started. Y'all heard that? It died. You know why? Because you have to program the key. Remember, the Skim module do not know the programming of the key. All right, because it's a new Skim module. So now I have to marry the keys to the Skim module. So this is the option you will go to. Program ignition keys. So those keys are already programmed. All I'm doing is marrying them to the new Skim module. Put a new key. It's not a new key. It will not work if it's a different key, guys. It has to be the same key you was using before, because you just entered the same information into your new module that you had into your old module. Okay, so it will see that and allow this function to work. So I'm gonna push enter. It's asking me for that same code. Let me enter that. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. All right, program key successful, guy. Okay, I was able to get that key to program. Now we're pretty much done. This thing should start and run. Let's find out. Start. And it's still running. Yes, I would call this a successful repair. All right, guys, that's all I have. I don't want to bore you guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video.